What's going on, guys? About to check out this video from Upchurch. I don't know what it's about, but it's called America. 80% dumb, 20% smart. That's gangster. Let's see what this is about. Let me move some other stuff out the way real quick. Move some stuff out the way. All right, there you go. I should be able to see everything good now. Let's get into it. Hit the like button, guys.
Okay, I'm gonna start this video by saying if you like Kamala Harris, I do not want you here. I don't want you to be a follower of mine. If you like Joe Biden, I don't want you here. You don't belong here. I don't want you to be a follower of mine. If you're a fence sitter and you pander to both sides because you're scared you're gonna lose popularity or whatever it is, get the fuck out of here. You don't belong here, and I don't want you to be a follower of mine. If you're going to look at yourself as a public speaker and a quote-unquote famous person, I fucking hate that fucking word, famous person, then the people that watch you need to know where you stand, they need to know what you think, and they need to know what kind of people you accept in your community when you are talking about these subjects, about shit that's going on all over the world. That's what community is. If you don't like that, I don't give a fuck. If that hurts your feelings, tough shit. Go somewhere your feelings don't get hurt, I guess. Now, let's start this video.
Voice of America is gangster. This is about to be real.
Okay, so our first topic. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
If anything, it was a fucking opera.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know this is the type of video this is about to be. Eden and Beast Boy gonna have to get to work. I'm not a doctor. This ain't me doing any kind of fencing. It's me trying to keep my damn channel. But I ain't a doctor. It's also me telling the truth. I don't know nothing. Right? Watching this video is actually for educational purposes. I know he's about to go in like that. I should probably start pre-screening before. Anyway.
Operation on your brain, which is why now they're doing studies on what it done to people, and it made people more gullible. It made people unaware of what's going on, and it made you more susceptible to shit on the screen, on the vids that you were watching while you were fucking quarantining in your room for months and months and months and months and months, driving yourself crazy, rewiring your brain. That's what that was. In other words, it made you dumber no matter how smart you were. You got a little bit dumber. Why do you think we had a record-breaking low for bronchitis? Because it was being named something else. And were ones of pneumonia. How the fuck you get pneumonia? Oh, that's right. You just stay having bronchitis until it turns into pneumonia. Now, how do you get a bunch of people to fucking turn their bronchitis into pneumonia? Well, you tell them that the waiting list is real long at the hospital, and you're just going to have to wait because they're having to figure stuff out. So you sit around and your bronchitis gets worse. Then as it gets worse, the mucus that you have in your throat that's being made by you being fucking sick from bronchitis gets thicker. Then as the mucus that's in your throat and in your lungs starts to get thicker, it blocks these things called bronchial tubes, which is what gives you your oxygen in your lungs, and you can't breathe. And you start to get delirious. Then to even make it worse, they say, nope, go stay inside. You must stay inside. It's dangerous out there. Don't get any sunlight. Don't be exposed to any bacteria or fucking clean, fresh air. Stay inside your house. Oh, by the way, while you're inside your house, disinfect everything so there's no bacteria for you to inhale to make antibodies to make you better. If you're old, that can kill you. If you're young, it could fucking kill you. It really don't matter the age. It's just neglected.
Damn. Once again, this is for educational purposes. Yo, he was just like, listen, I'm coming on here and I'm about to go off. That was what his holy smokes. I might need to take a smoke break. This is getting real. Holy smokes. Let's keep it going, man. I'm like the guy in the captain on Titanic. All right, with all the bandmates and all that, I'm going down with the ship. I'm going down.
In the common sense is what kills people with COVID. Think about it. Do you really think a mask is going to block you from sucking in the air around the mask? The mask doesn't have an oxygen machine on it, so where are you getting the fucking oxygen? That's right, from the other side of the mask. So why are you even wearing it in the first place? It doesn't make any sense to wear a mask. Besides the fact you're breathing in bacteria that you're spitting out again. Or you're getting more carbon than you are oxygen. You are... You're sacrificing oxygen and you're sacrificing getting fresh air. The mask doesn't do anything for you. It just makes you look fucking stupid. And if not, give me one side effect that is not exactly the same.
I like the mask for style. People like used to get confused too, because I would wear a mask right before all of that even happened. I would have like designed ones, like my Garfield mask. I don't know if I still have my Garfield picture, but you probably can see it all over my channel. I wear masks for style before it was all the stuff going on, right? So I ain't mad at a cool mask. You know what I mean? I am. Look at some of my music videos, masked up with the anyway. But yeah, if you're doing it for that purpose, it did look really stupid if that was the sole purpose.
As prolonged, non-taken care of bronchitis or pneumonia. You're not gonna fucking find one. What do you think the ventilators were for? The ventilators are to give you other oxygen from elsewhere besides the bronchial tubes that are covered up by fucking pounds of fucking mucus. And I know, yeah, but church, this is the first time they ever had to have this many ventilators. So many ventilators, we ran out of ventilators. Yeah, because it's not every year that everyone's like...
Hold on, I said something about my Batman shirt. Yeah, my mama got it for me. It's a Batman version of the what's his name giant, that famous painting. Yeah, my mama got me a dope Batman shirt. I think she got me another one that I'll be wearing. Like she has like a good sense of knowing what her son's like. She know the exact style. Every time I go outside with my horror hoodie that has like all the famous horror movie characters on it, because my mom knows I love horror movies. Everybody be stopping me in the street. Yo, where'd you get that from? All of that. But yeah, my mama got this for me. Batman shirt. Because I love Batman.
Fuck it, I'm staying home and taping up my windows with my pneumonia.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, you do need more of them then. Because everybody wasn't using their common sense. And also, there's a few more things that would have happened that no one really thinks about if this operation went through all the way and everyone would have fucking believed it. One, we'd had a medicine shortage of 3 main medicines that fix stuff that involve you and your oxygen. Albuterol, prednisone, and azithromycin. Now, prednisone is the main one that rids the mucus off your bronchial tubes. But here's the thing. If you are extra sick with extra mutated pneumonia or bronchitis, you got to take extra prednisone. Now, all these people were going to the hospitals, right? There's one thing that prednisone does that is not good.
I think I had bronchitis when I was like young. I got like sick and then took whatever they gave me. I don't remember what I had to take. It was like when I was like a teenager. I think it was something. It might have been the weather, right? That actually affected it. Plus the combination of allergies and all of that too as well. But I think when I was young, I had that jam. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm old. I'll be forgetting, but I'm pretty sure I had that and had go take something when I was like.
It lowers your immune system. If you're in the doctors taking a bunch of prednisone and getting rid of your sickness and getting your oxygen back, the more oxygen you have, the more air from the hospital you're breathing in. The more
that was a jam with my lungs, right? Yeah.
More vulnerable you are to getting another fucking sickness.
15 or something like that.
It's set up to fuck everything up. I mean, I thought everybody would know it was a setup when they were trading free donuts for COVID shots at the Shell in Atlanta. Like, what the fuck? I legit seen a lady wearing 3 masks, a bandana, and a welding helmet. They pretty much tricked her into suffocating her damn self. It's a covert operation, if you ask me. By definition, a covert operation is, in other words, a undercover operation. What did we see during COVID? We seen a bunch of people with masks on their face attacking and getting mad at people who did not have a mask on their face. In undercover operations, people don't want their face to be seen, so they wear masks. So in that case, the people who weren't abiding by...
That sounds like counterintuitive. Like you need to breathe. Why would you have a mask on so you couldn't breathe?
This fucked up, stupid, I'm a dumbass law was getting attacked by people in masks, so the people running the I'm a fucking idiot dumbass law didn't have to deal with it because they're like, well, they were wearing a mask, sorry. Now look. They made everyone cooperate through videos on the internet. Now, before moving on to the next...
That's why I'm terrified right now. I'm taking one for the team. I get hit. No, I mean, I rock to Upchurch. And I think he cooking. But more than likely, the edited version is probably going to be this might be a Beats Boy exclusive reaction. I'm joking. I'm going to put it up. But yeah, I remember getting hit a few times for that. I remember reacting to a song and someone said in a song something along the lines of what Upchurch is saying. It was over for me.
Topic, I'm going to tell you a piece of information that involves bronchial tubes in your breathing. If you do have asthma and you ain't got an inhaler, eat an apple or orange. Second off, I'm going to show you a breathing technique that helps unblock your bronchial tubes without any medicine.
I don't know.
And no, it's not breathing in a paper bag. I've seen a lot of people.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know none of this. We just watching this for educational purposes at this point, as well as entertainment. Probably more so entertainment. We're going to go with entertainment 100% actually. We go with entertainment. We might learn something though. But that's what we do.
People doing that, you ain't doing nothing but slowing your fucking heart rate down. You're going to pass out breathing in a paper bag for fucking 2 hours. What you need to do is, you need to get a piece of paper. And I don't care, go to the doctor. Ask somebody that knows about not being able to breathe. They'll tell you the same damn thing. Get you a piece of paper that's easily blown out of your hand. Like that. Take the piece of paper, put it on your hand like this. Take a deep breath. And breathe so slow, it don't move the paper.
It's like a vocal exercise.
When you're done, take another deep breath, do the same thing again. After you do it 3 times, you'll cough up a bunch of shit, but your ass won't be choking no more.
That's crazy. I've done stuff like that for vocal training. Like I remember I did this one exercise where it's like a string and then you put a piece of paper on it and you got to pause. No AEO pause. Below the paper, right? Where it's not going too far, but it's still like being affected, right? So like say the paper starts off right here. You don't want it to go over here, but you got to blow on it, pause until it's like just coasting like this. And you hold that for as long as you can. It's supposed to help you build strength within your diaphragm and things of that nature, right? So that probably would help you clear out your damn lungs, right? And I'm not an expert or a doctor, but that probably would clear you out. All of that in here.
So during a mask one fucking time, and I raised hell because of it. And it was at an airport, the worst place where you don't want people wearing a fucking mask. I had even witnessed someone with the mask on going through security, the security asking them to pull their mask off and them bitching at the security and scaring the security so bad to the point where he thought he was going to lose his fucking job. He let her not take the mask off. That is a problem. Could you imagine how I got through and got on fucking airplanes and whatnot during that time? Not to do anything with the airplane, but to go elsewhere. You don't have an ID with a mask on. Definitely not. So what was that guy going to do? Oh, yep, matching forehead, matching
Thank you, guys. I said
forehead.
bless you.
Wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're good. Now, going back to the people who have done an analysis on people's psychology, people who believed in it, and finding out that
Damn, this
really,
is
in a sense,
crazy.
they got dumber. He said, I'd really like to know what it done to people who didn't believe in it the entire time. He said, but I haven't come in contact with any of those people or enough people to do an assessment. So I want to say this, being somebody who thought it was bullshit from the jump, being somebody who didn't stay in my house or quarantine and all this other shit, what I noticed about myself was I got less violent. I got less angry. I started acquiring more hobbies.
I thought he was about to say I started a choir.
Metal detecting. During the majority of my town really didn't wear masks. They all kind of thought it was bullshit. So I didn't really get to see all these crazy motherfuckers wearing 10 masks and fucking welding helmets unless I went elsewhere outside of Tennessee. Now, this part I don't really...
I'm gonna be honest, besides the mask and the looting, it was pretty normal for me. Like, call it space. In fact, I enjoyed the quietness. That was like the first few times where I would go and travel places and nobody would be on the bus or train. Oh, it was beautiful. I hate humans. Not a fan of people. Most annoying thing about traveling. But I actually quite enjoyed that. Supermarkets was empty, man. It was nice. It's real nice. I mean, there was like a shortage on tissue for some weird reason. People was like, we need tissue. No water, right? No other kind of like medical supplies, first aid kits. You just gonna take all the tissue. People was fighting over it. Throwing hands over the tissue. Hands. That's crazy. I understand though. I don't want to be without tissue in a time like that. Imagine like the zombie apocalypse comes and like you ain't got no tissue. It's gonna get medieval. I don't want that. I don't think, my bad. That I kind of sidetracked right there.
You understand, but
my bad.
My asthma had damn near went away. And which was weird because that's what they were saying. They kept saying on TV, they were like, this affects people who have asthma the most. Cap fucking lie. That's a lie. No, it didn't. I never wore a mask. I dipped. So my fucking fingers were inside my mouth all the fucking time putting dips in.
Yeah, so the TS, wait, yeah, asking me stuff's gonna get me in trouble. I might agree with that. What you just stated, I would probably agree. I ain't gonna repeat it. That's why you got to come and check out the live streams so you get that real rap raw. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. You said there's some disinfectant spray that was getting sold out crazy. I ain't going front. That tissue was probably the thing that was getting outsold the most, or sold out the most. Yeah. Water I was seeing a lot of water when I went to the supermarket. Some of the water that nobody wanted though, like the least favorite of the water that you could purchase. But yeah, I was seeing a lot of tissue, disinfectant spray was getting snatched up quick, right? Gloves, right? Mask, that's like the medical mask that you could buy like at like a convenience store. Yeah, those things. Lighters was getting sold out quick. Trust me, I know lighters was, damn, I ran out of lighters. It was like going on a mission trying to find a lighter.
And I was out and about riding Can-Ams, jet skis, touching gas pumps, talking to people. Never once. Speaking on oxygen intake, you'll notice that people who have bad oxygen intake tend to have really rosy cheeks. If you look at my old videos, my cheeks were super, super fucking red all the time. Damn near as red as a fucking record button. Look at it now. It's more washed away and the same color as the rest of my fucking face. Another way I changed was I liked history more and I liked outside more. I'll never forget.
No.
I'll never forget. They say that made people's memory fucking shot. Me, I can remember everything. I will never forget this day.
Gangster.
I loaded up.
It wasn't much of a change from my normal routine, bro. Like, well, I did lose my job during that time, did I? No. That wasn't that was the BLM thing that messed that up. Yeah. I confused BLM. Oh, Sam, I showed up. I hate BLM. People was looting during both times, too. That's the sad part. Damn, that's why I confused it, because people was looting during both times. Wow.
My jet ski with my buddies. It was a hot pink, turquoise green, and black
All the
sea.
stores was locking these stuff up.
We went on the river.
Locked the whole store.
There was no one on the river. Not even the TWRA. Their boat was put up. There was no one out there. Middle of the day, we go out riding, and we're riding down the river, and we hit this tributary.
It was the
and as we're riding down it, I'd noticed I'd never been out on the river with the water this still. I was riding, and I remember looking, I was like, oh my God, bro, it's like a mirror is in front of me. I was like, this is fucking great. Like, this is beautiful, right?
I hated the BLM riots too.
And I'm just sitting there floating or whatever. And I'm looking up at this rock wall. And I was like, dude, it looks like there's some markings up there, right? And it looks like this is where people may have like made fucking holes back in the day to kind of climb up like a ladder. And then there's bigger holes, like caves, obviously. There's caves that they must have climbed in or whatever. I've never noticed that living around here the 30 years I've lived here. The 20 years I've been going on the river here, I never noticed that. And during that time, what did they find out? They find out the most ancient caves in North America are on the river that I live on. So what does that tell you?
That's crazy.
Archaeologists and a guy named Upchurch on the river on his jet ski at that moment are thinking the exact same, which is why they find it. They're becoming more in tune with nature and noticing things in nature that are beautiful and then finding other things that are like, holy shit, this is crazy. So they're on the same wavelength. I mean, otherwise, why didn't they find it forever ago? They've been looking around here for Indian artifacts for fucking a
That's crazy. I didn't realize that. If that's true, that is quite odd.
long ass time. And you just now find this big ass cave with the most ancient writings in North America ever from 6,000 years ago. So you got to ask yourself, if they've been looking, and by the way, this is in a spot they've looked thousands of fucking times.
But he's able to find it during
You got to
that
ask
time.
yourself, why are they just now finding that? Because did something. It made X amount of people.
You're making it sound like it was the first season of Heroes. That's my ish. If you know, you know.
People dumber and less aware.
Damn.
And it made X amount of people smarter and more aware. That's people
crazy.
who believed that way were fucking angry as shit and hateful and fucking just nasty as fuck. The ones who didn't believe it kind of just said a few things and then got attacked a little bit on the internet and they backed off and was like, what the fuck? Okay. And went on and did their thing. And like I said, for me, I got less violent over this. But here's the thing. It seems like whoever started this whole covert operation called, it seems like they knew there was going to be two sides, but they didn't know the ratio. They didn't know if it was going to be half and half or what. Really, it was the majority of the country believed it and got dumber, and a very tiny percent was like, no way, this is fucking sounds ridiculous, right? So when the smarter half of the people who didn't believe it were like, hey guys, are you sure about this? Boom. They got attacked by the motherfuckers wearing the masks all the time. That's what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to get rid of the greater or smarter half of people because they were hella outnumbered.
I do remember around that time, people was getting canceled to oblivion. I remember there was like, I guess you could call them celebrities, but more so influencers that were getting dragged all over YouTube for not wearing masks or maybe even having a party or something like that or hanging out.
By the other ones. When you got one guy going, hey guys, I don't think this is, and then that's immediately met, what are you stupid, stop being you fucking idiot. Well, then the smarter, more strategic motherfucker is going to be like, okay, bye. Adios, au revoir, tschüss. That's bye in 3 different other languages, but anyway. And just to carry on with my theory of wanting to get rid of the greater folks or the more common sense people, look at the internet. When all this was going on, you couldn't even type. Banned. Fake information banned. It's like,
that's why I'm nervous as hell. Is the band a little bit lighter now? Are they taking it a little bit easier now, bro? Because, nigga, I'm nervous as hell.
All I said was, hey, guys, I think this is weird. I think this is weird. Banned, dumb, stupid, fuck you. So now I can't talk. So now it's taking over freedom of speech. Yikes. It's like if fire, they didn't want any water. There was people like, hey, I got water. Like, no. We're telling all the people with masks on to blow on it. And we're tricking them by saying, hey, if you blow it like a birthday cake candle, it'll go out. Not knowing if you blow on an actual fire, it makes it fucking bigger. And look what they do. Who the fuck is they? They, motherfucker, you know who they are. They implement race in this stuff. Why? I don't fucking know. Implementing race, you could be any race and be dumb or smart. This is a people thing. This is an ideology thing. This is a common sense thing. It's a war on those 3 things. It is not a war on race. I'm sorry. Actually, no, the fuck, I'm not sorry. But it's not a war on race. It's a war on people who think freely and outside the box. What is the box? The fucking TV screen? The TV?
Okay, yeah, I 100% agree. I was waiting. I was like, wait. Yeah, you talking about the same thing? You talking about overall? Yes, yeah. There's a lot of people that are trying to make things about race when it's not. I agree with that.
All the boxes you watch every fucking thing from.
The other joint.
You know, there's a Japanese general back in the day. You know who I'm talking about. I don't know it word for word, but he said something like, we can't invade America because behind every blade of grass is an American with a gun. Who is America's best enemy? Themselves.
Ooh.
How do you make them their own enemy? You make them believe something that's not true. You stick them in a fucking house with mirrors everywhere, and you make them fight their damn self.
Wow. Monsters on Maple Street. I don't know if you guys ever heard of, well, of course you've heard of, but if you ever watched The Twilight Zone, I think there's an episode called The Monsters on Maple Street, right? It got redone a bunch of times. It's a classic where it's pretty much the small town, like the lights go out and they start turning on each other when certain people start getting lights, certain people don't get lights. They're more restricted. And what you find out, I think, is in the first version of it, it was aliens messing with this town to test if humans would turn on each other whenever there was in some kind of restriction. And then I think the second episode or the remake of that episode, it was the government experimenting on the civilians to see if they would turn on each other. Look it up. I swear. I believe it's called The Monsters on Maple Street.
With no one else there. Which means what? You don't even need another person to come in and actually fight that American. They're fighting theirself. Until what? Until they're tired of fighting. And they ain't even fight nobody yet.
Y'all remember that episode? It's a classic. Hold on before
while he pulls that up.
Goes straight into Fresh and Fit. But nah, 100% he was cooking. Kind of nervous though. It seemed like they're a little bit lighter with the rules now where you can speak about it, but damn. That's real. But yeah, I agree with him. 100%. I think that is not only what's been done, but it's going to probably continue to happen. I think movies like Snowpiercer is extremely accurate in my personal opinion. If you know, you know. But yeah, a lot did not sound right when all that stuff was going down. Tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the like button, share the video, as well as subscribe. Check me on my live stream channel. All the stuff that you want to check out is down below in the description.